As we were supposed to record last night.
It's true.
Drew, what happened?
It poured rain.
Yes. So
You
all
want to
of
know
our
what's
woods.
also hard to do when it pours rain?
Yeah, light a fire.
Start a fire.
Our wood's a little wet, so we kind of got a steam fire going. There's flame.
I see flame.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We tried, and we'll see how it goes in
Hey,
the duration of this episode.
We do it for you all.
It's true.
We do it for y'all. We're here. We're back. Stole my line. We'll continue. We've been very consistent with this podcast.
It's
by the
true.
way. We have not
Shockingly consistent.
We have not missed a week. And hey, we have something really big coming up at the end of the month.
It's true. We do.
We can maybe hint at a little bit this episode. But what are we talking about today, Drew?
We're talking about Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman.
By Alejandro something.
I don't know. I'm not even going to try on that one, but
Same guy who did The Revenant.
I didn't know that. I should have.
You didn't know that?
I didn't do much research on this movie.
Yeah, he did do The Revenant.
I just watched the movie. That makes sense, though. In retrospect, that makes a lot of sense. This is my first time watching this movie. This is Drew's pick. And this is a very interesting movie. Starring Michael Keaton.
Edward Norton.
Emma Stone's in this movie. So there's a bunch of people in this movie.
Yeah.
So non-spoiler thoughts. Do you want me to start? Or do you tell me? Okay.
I want you to start. I was so curious to know what you think of this movie.
This movie is like you push a big boulder down a hill.
Yeah.
In a very big hill, and it just rolls. Like,
right.
The movie starts and we are going. It's still people commend the filmmaking in this movie.
Right.
And the filmmaking is very, very good.
It is very, very good.
It's mostly shot as a oneer.
Right.
Yes, there's multiple takes. The stitches are really well done.
For sure.
It's a very specific genre of movie in that regard, but it was definitely, the characters were really interesting. The main character was very interesting. I kind of saw where the movie was going, but it has this whole weird, like, surreal superhero aspect to it, which I just finished this movie.
It's true. So I pull up and he gets out of the car. I'm finishing Birdman. I'm like, okay.
And I finished Birdman.
You did.
I did finish Birdman. So I think I don't have enough knowledge on this movie and the commentary around it and what people are saying on Reddit. And I don't know interpretations of the ending besides what I very briefly Googled.
Right.
So I'm not going to get into that yet. But I think overall I really enjoyed this movie. It probably won't be one of my favorite movies, but I understand why it's so critically acclaimed and people think that this movie is really good.
I do think this is definitely more of a, we talked about this last week, but like more of a me movie than a you movie.
I also think it's, like, I don't know how rewatchable this movie is, at least from like an enjoyment standpoint.
That is interesting. I will say I think I enjoyed it more on my first watch than I did this watch.
I still think the characters are really interesting,
right?
But I don't know if I would enjoy watching this movie multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll probably revisit it at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tell me more of your thoughts, because you watched this movie, a few months ago, and you were raving about it.
It's true. Well, yeah, I think I was. I think this is the most ambitious movie that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
From, the oneer,
Mm-hmm.
it's super ambitious in general. And then I think just narratively, like, it tackles art.
Yes.
In like Hollywood, in just kind of the creative industry.
Yes.
It tackles like family problems.
Mm-hmm.
It just tackles so many like narrative things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I think it executes it really, really well.
Yeah, I would agree. I would definitely agree. And I think every character has kind of, you can tell a little bit of their motive or what's driving them. And I found that very interesting. So, yeah.
I think this movie, it just has so much to play with. And it could easily, this movie could be terrible in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
Yeah. This won Best Picture, right?
Against Whiplash.
That's crazy.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree or not?
I think this movie, oh man, I'd say it's maybe a better movie overall than Whiplash.
Really?
It's recency bias a little
I'm
bit.
surprised you're saying that.
This movie is a better achievement than Whiplash is. How about that?
Yeah, okay, I think that's true.
Like, the fact that this movie comes together and works is a testament into itself.
Right.
So I think that is maybe more impressive. I think Whiplash being smaller, and I mean, listen to our Whiplash episode if you want to hear us talk about that. That one's impressive in its own regard. But I think that this movie, like, technically, thematically, is very, very successful. And that's probably... Also, it was probably popular at the time. Probably had a lot of traction.
Yeah.
I feel like the Oscars recently has just been, oh, this is the most popular movie. People will like that we say yes to this movie.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think this movie's good. And it's definitely worth a watch. It's not an easy watch. Like,
what do you mean by that?
I don't think this movie is very accessible. Like, you have to be into movies to like this movie.
Yeah, it's true.
You also have to be relatively aware of the commentary on Hollywood and superheroes.
Yeah.
Kind of the world of Broadway a little bit too, and how people really struggle to make it on Broadway, or I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that you kind of need to be relatively aware of to really fully enjoy this movie. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, I think I haven't noticed that just because I'm in all those circles.
Sure.
So it's like, I just like this movie because it talks about all the things I like.
Yeah.
But I think that's a super interesting point of, like, this movie is incredibly niche.
Yeah.
Just in the subject matter and, like, what the character's doing and who he was.
Yeah. I will say this about Birdman, is that this movie is obsessed with itself. And what I mean by that is, like, this movie is obsessed with the making of a movie. Am I wrong in saying that?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the way that they try to do this movie and all the themes of the film are all about movies or art. You know,
Yeah, I think that's
visual art. And every character is so self-obsessed. And we'll get into our spoiler talk. I think this movie is almost obsessed with itself in some ways. I'm not saying that the director thinks that. I think that they made a really incredible movie that's a really high technical achievement. In retrospect, like, watching this movie, I kind of think that it's a little obsessed with itself. Is that a bad take?
I don't understand what you mean by, like, a movie can be obsessed with itself.
Like, obsessed that it exists. Or, like...
The movie itself?
I think the movie existing is... I don't know. I feel like the movie gets so much life force and so much traction because it's this big oneer about the themes of Hollywood and Broadway. Like, it's a movie that almost exists for itself.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't know. Maybe that's a bad way of saying it, but that's just my, immediate afterthoughts of watching this movie.
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts before we get into spoiler talk?
I think we should get into it.
All right. Well, hey, if you haven't seen Birdman, go watch Birdman so you can tune into the rest of our conversation. But, yeah, your official spoiler warning. I have a question for you, Drew.
Okay. You've been hyping this question up. I'm intrigued.
What do you think this movie is really about?
I don't know, which is part of why I like it.
It's like about a lot, but I was thinking about what is the theme of this movie, because there's family stuff,
right?
There's Hollywood stuff, there's kind of midlife crisis stuff. There's a bunch of stuff going on. If you had to pinpoint it,
I think it's about Michael Keaton's character struggling with what's most important in life, whether it's his creative pursuits, being recognized as a creative and not a commercial, like, Hollywood man.
Yeah.
Or is it being a family man?
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't think he makes the right decision, obviously.
Yeah.
Because he shoots himself in the face.
And then also jumps out a window.
Yeah. But I think that's the wrestle of the movie.
Okay. All right. I have a different take.
Okay.
I think this movie is about vanity and self-obsession. Because every single character, I think almost every single character is completely obsessed with what they can gain and what they want and, like, themselves and how they can make themselves the biggest and best version of, whatever.
I agree.
Like, Michael Keaton's character is all about being, I think, relevant. Is maybe, I think they talk about it a little bit in the movie,
for sure.
but he wants to be not just famous but commended,
right,
for his acting ability or whatever, or writing and directing, kind of all of it. Edward Norton's character is all about himself in that he is this persona, but he also doesn't care about anybody else or what anybody else thinks. And
I think he wants the same thing, but he's almost the inverse of like.
But he already kind of has it. Like, he's already acclaimed.
That's true.
I'm not disagreeing. He's almost like a few steps down the road, and he almost is just trying to one up everybody the whole movie. And Emma Stone's character she almost, and maybe this is a bad take, but she's always talking about rehab and still struggling with this addiction, and she's kind of all about herself in that regard too.
I think she definitely is all about herself for sure.
There's multiple, like Zach Galifianakis' character is all about. He's all about Michael Keaton's character, but he's also all about himself. Of I'm keeping this show alive. I'm
right.
There's a lot there too. So, and that's kind of how the movie ends of Michael Keaton making a decision to kill himself, kind of for himself.
Right.
Like,
for sure.
He has this really sweet moment with his family, and he's finally reunited, and he makes a selfish decision to
with
kill
his
himself.
wife and his daughter on separate occasions.
Yes, and then he kills himself.
Yeah.
He tries to kill himself, and then he kills himself again. Which, I guess other people might interpret the end of the movie different, but I don't know. The end of the movie is a whole other discussion. But that's my take. I don't know if that's a bad take. We got some background noise too right now, so
we're not actually filming this in the evening. Sorry to break the illusion if you couldn't already
most of the time we do. But
most of the time we do, but
yeah, got some dogs barking. We might cut this out. Who knows?
TBD. I think that's a super interesting take. I definitely agree. I think, and I here's another question.
Okay.
I think this movie is almost too big for itself. Like, it has so many interpretations, so many things. Do you think that's a bad thing?
Probably not, because if this film was smaller, I feel like it wouldn't work as well.
Right.
Like, again, part of the achievement of this movie is the ambition.
Right.
But I definitely, if I was to really hone in on one part of the movie, I think I would enjoy the movie more. If that makes sense. Like, if the movie was smaller, focusing on really just one thematic aspect, I probably would enjoy the movie more for myself. But that's also a personal take. And I think the parts of this movie that I enjoyed are probably different than the parts that other people enjoy.
Right.
Or even that you enjoy. So,
yeah, I mean, I think you look at Whiplash and it's like kind of a similar vibe. Just like cinematically and
it's all about trying to make it,
right?
Like trying to be the greatest or trying to achieve something for yourself.
But I do think Whiplash is a lot more tighter, not in the sense of like writing or anything, but in the sense of just
Maybe
like narrative focus.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I understand why this movie won Best Picture though
over Whiplash.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a very Oscar bait movie, I feel like. At least from today's perspective. 20 years ago, maybe not. But at the time, because this is what, 2018?
2014, I think.
2014?
Because La La Land came out in 2018, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. You're right, 2014. But still, like, it kind of feels like a new era Hollywood Oscar bait movie.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I don't know. Maybe that's a bad take, but I still think this movie is great. I think this movie is worth a watch. Do you want to touch on the ending briefly and what you think the ending means or represents or how it should be interpreted?
We can. I'm not a philosopher, so...
Give me the spark notes of what you think.
What I think happens?
Yes.
I don't know. I think he becomes what he wanted by shooting his nose off.
Yeah.
Right. His play is critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
He's talked about.
Yeah.
And then he jumps out a window.
Yeah.
And Emma Stone looks up, implying like he's flying again. But in all the other times that he's had these like...
Yeah, these supernatural
things, everyone else doesn't see it that way.
And the film makes it obvious that this isn't actually happening.
Right. Like, he gets out of the taxi when you think he's flying, when he's destroying his room with, like, telepathic powers. Zach Galifianakis comes in and he's, like...
Just smashing
throwing
stuff.
crap around, and he's like, what are you doing? But Emma Stone looks up So I don't know.
I don't know either. This might be... Leave it to our TikTok comment section, which is our most active comment section.
Yeah,
by the way.
they go crazy. They really liked your top 4, by the way.
Yeah, I have some things to say. We'll save that for the end of the episode. But yeah, I think I can't. I don't have a take. I'm too fresh off this movie. I
don't know. Like,
I'm getting smoked right now. By the way,
I'm interested to see. People who are watching this definitely comment if you've seen the movie. What do you think happens in the end?
Yeah,
because it's like, or like, what is it even supposed to mean? Because I don't think it's glorifying what he did. He shot his nose off and then jumps out the window, but then Emma Stone looks up smiling. So it's like, is it trying to say that he got everything he wanted and now he's,
he's free?
He's like, I don't, because that seems like a terrible message.
I don't know. I'll have to do some research, but hey, comment below, guys. Shoot us an email at stolemylinepod@gmail.com.
The only person who has emailed us is my mother.
Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, it's okay.
Just email us, please. Okay, I have my ranking. I know where in our ranking list I want to put this, but I'm curious what you think. I want to hear your ranking first.
I'm going to say... I have no idea. I think it was like theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go you should watch this on streaming.
Okay.
Because I don't know what I would get from a theater experience of this movie that I wouldn't get from streaming.
I think I can agree with that, actually.
Not saying that this is a bad movie. I think you should watch this. You should watch it on streaming if it's out.
Right.
You can maybe rent it on Prime even. But yeah, I think that's kind of where I don't know if I would own this movie, because I don't think this is like a super rewatchable movie,
right,
at least from like a story perspective. And then I don't know what I would gain from seeing this in theater. Like, this is a spectacle, but it's not one that needs to be seen on the biggest screen possible.
Right.
So anyway, that's my take.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Hey, next week
we're doing Schindler's List,
which neither of us have seen.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Steven Spielberg. We just kind of keep coming back to him. So
we like Steven.
Steven, come on our podcast.
Yeah.
Please. We know you listen.
Yeah. He's an avid listener.
Yes, the thousands of listeners we have.
Yeah, no.
But I have a few things to say before we go.
Okay.
Number one, we have something big coming up at the end.
We do have something big.
I'm actually going to tell y'all what it is, but not fully what it is.
What are you about to say?
Guys, we are doing a movie marathon of a director.
True. We are.
But you have to guess what director this is. We've already started this marathon. We are currently mowing through a lot of filming. We may or may not be recording 2 episodes on this marathon right after this.
Right after this.
But I want your guesses. You could probably guess. But
it's not that hard.
We will do the full reveal on the Schindler's List episode next week.
Yeah, it's true.
Stay tuned for that and get excited. You do not have to keep up with every movie, but you can definitely watch the highlights of this director. So
yeah,
that's my first thing. Anything you want to
add? No.
Okay.
It's gonna be lit.
My second thing. My top 4. I feel like, there's a lot of clarity that needed to be had. Of these are not the greatest films of all time. The ones that I said.
You made that clear.
I made that clear, but then some people were like, I lost interest. I'm like, I still like dark movies, guys. I do. I love dark movies. I just don't love rewatching a lot of dark movies as much. But I love David Fincher.
Probably a healthy mentality.
Yeah, I love David Fincher though. Like, I think Zodiac is great. I love Prisoners. Don't get me wrong. That's not even the dark. I love Seven. Seven's awesome. There are some great dark movies. It's very dark. I just also like happy movies. Sue me. Did you give us your top 4 ever?
No, should I?
Yeah, really quick.
Really quick.
Do you know it off the dome? Just look it up.
Yes, no, I know it off the dome.
Okay, send it.
All right. Not in any particular order.
Okay.
Prestige by Nolan. Into the Spider-Verse. The Batman. Dead Poets Society.
Wow. Let's see what TikTok thinks of that one. Curious to hear y'all's thoughts.
Yeah.
That's a great top 4. I like that. Yeah.
It's very different than yours.
Yeah. But I love all those movies too. So,
Yeah.
last thing I'll say. Apparently, a lot of people like Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. Because I've never heard anybody really ever talk about Gangs of New York. So, here's what I promise you. If we are still doing this in a year, we are going to redo a Gangs of New York episode. Because a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Gangs of New York.
Y'all are very opinionated about Gangs of New York. And maybe just Scorsese in general.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
I was reading some of our TikTok comments, and they were like essays, and YouTube comments. They were like essays on character, and they made a lot of sense. And so my promise to you all, our viewers, our listeners, is that I will revisit Gangs of New York in a year and do more research on it, learn more about the characters, and see what I think of it upon rewatch. Is that
our
fair?
opinions can be changed.
Yes. Maybe.
I will say
some
this one
movies.
might be hard.
We did not love Gangs of New York, but that doesn't mean... No, I still think the movie will have problems upon rewatch, but that's my promise to you all, because I kind of felt, after reading some comment sections, I was like, we might have done some people injustice here.
Yeah. There were some salty individuals.
Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Do you have anything else?
No, I didn't know you had all that planned.
Sorry.
I have nothing.
All right.
I'm just here trying
Please.
to keep this fire alive. And
Please take a break.
the children over there are silent.
Yeah. Enjoy film.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.